Hey guys, JRB Podcast here. We have another top 8 deck profile with top 8 competitor Jackson Chan. He top 8'd the Oceanic Championship for One Piece. Again, we're a variety channel for TCGs now. So Jackson, just want to have you go over your tournament experience, what you played, and how your event went. Just quickly though, we lost his leader, so he played Purple Luffy. But yeah, go for it.
So I played Purple Luffy versus 4 Sakazukis, 4 yellows, and 1 1 red purple law. This was a very last made decision after playing the side events. I versed against a lot of yellows and decided, hey, I think I'll play Purple Luffy. And when I was also testing against a lot of other Sakazuki players, I felt like I was confident enough to play Purple Luffy against him, as Purple Luffy has a losing match against him. But if they don't know what they're doing, I felt like Purple Luffy could somewhat get into the game.
Yeah, we saw Purple Luffy take up a lot of spots in Top Cut, right? It was a very, very decent conversion rate.
The person I lost to at top 16 was top 8 was the winner of the nationals. So
yeah, and he went undefeated over 3 days.
And to be perfectly honest, he had the superior list against the mirror match.
Okay.
Anyways, let's get towards my deck list. The Heart and Soul.
You're gonna turn them up. Turn them up. No. Like turn them to my direction.
Oh,
you're okay.
bad.
It's fine. This won't get edited out. Only raw footage.
Heart and Soul Kaido. Wish I played 4. I didn't have a third one. I didn't have a fourth one. So yeah. The very standard list. 4 queens. 4 Magellans. Probably be cutting this for Miss Sunday. Probably talk about that later. 5 kids. 4 kids. 4 bully. And 4 target laws. I think these are basically the standard stuff you would play normally. But the Magellans probably opt to change this to Miss Sunday just because it has a better, I guess, plays better against Sakazuki and I guess somewhat into yellow as well, and better in the mirror match because you're able to ramp quicker and get to Kaido quicker as well on going second. And the only thing that Magellans are only good at is really against yellow. If you're using this against Purple Luffy, it's basically a brick. You're also just killing yourself as well. While Miss Sunday just achieves the goal of getting to Kaido quicker. For page 1s and Uta. Summoning this against Saka is pretty good at the late game just because it basically spawns the field. 3 extract. Playing 4-3 doesn't really matter. I guess it only mattered when you're playing at the end game where you want to drain your opponent's resources. And it also ramps Dawn if you have Kid up on the field. But that being said, I never really played it, so it didn't really matter. Yuso Hachi. I originally thought it had some application against Sakazuki or even against yellow because the triggers are like a 4 blocker or free Dawn or 4 Dawn blocker, so the Sanji and the Brule, where if you attack with a Dawn, you can unrest the blocker. In the case of Sakazuki, you can arrest the Rebecca or the Bossolino, but that situation never came up. I'd much rather just play a 5-drop and then swing with a 6-6 or 7-7. This one, you play it because of the trigger effect. If you take a hit in the very end of the game and you trigger this, you basically have another body to swing with. Khalifa, basically the best 2k blocker because you can also draw 2 and press 1 when you attack with it. So if you have a bad hand, you can like basically get a bad hand. It basically unbricks your bricky hands. And the events 2 Gum Gum and 2 Blast Breath. Originally didn't want to play the Gum Gum, but decided I had to because there's a lot of bricks in the deck. Like for example, you don't want to draw multiples of certain cards, or like if you draw multiples of, like, say for example Poly, you want to get rid of it and act as a Dawn. It's also good to surprise your opponent, I suppose. When you have 0 Dawn and they swing with 2, expecting to like hit for the lead, or like 3 Dawn into your 6,000 attack units. So out of, you can just drop Gum Gum or even Blast Breath. These two are just there because you can like just block the attack. I never really used them. I did use them to counter like fatal blows, but I mainly use them to counter like major swings onto my bodies.
All right. Is there anything that you would change after your tournament experience? I know you mentioned some stuff during the profile. If there's just any any main stuff.
Definitely playing 4 Kaidos next time, and swapping out the Magellans for Miss Sundays. Miss Sundays in general, I think it's just better in the mirror match. In yellow, you're already in a winning position. If you drop Kaido on their turn, they're still on like what I believe maybe 6 or 7 Dawn. I can't really remember. But you just drop Kaido, and then you can like basically go Miss Sunday, Rapid Dawn again, get to Kaido again, like as soon as possible. Like 2 Kaidos on field. By the time you get to like 5th turn, it's like the game's already over at that point.
It's a lot of pressure.
It's a lot of pressure, and Miss Sunday it gives you more consistency, and it also has a trigger effect. Dawn -2, play it. Like, maybe that comes up, especially for this one, Double Finger.
Okay, so you haven't been playing One Piece for very long, right? You're relatively new in the grand scheme of things?
Yes, I've joined at Structure Deck 10, when Structure 10 was released.
No. And you also didn't have a ticket for the event, and you only found out you were getting a ticket the morning of, right? Just before registration closed.
Basically, when the round was announced, and after the duck race was ended, I was like, oh my god, I'm not gonna get a ticket. But they announced it at the very start of the round. If all the waitlisted participant was to come to the front to participate, I was like, oh. I basically went up there. There was 8 people, and only 7 people can attend, and I was one of the 7 people. So I was like, oh, I'm so happy.
And it worked out for you as well.
It worked out for me, yeah.
It's perfect. It's perfect. All right. Any closing remarks?
Not really. I would like to thank all my companions and friends who play tested with me and joined me into playing One Piece, or even helping me in playing it as well. For example, Peaks, the one that just showed the top 8 Sakatsuki Decklist, as well as Pilkey, Austin as well. Austin helped really a lot in playing Purple Luffy. He basically taught me the basics of playing Purple Luffy, told me the matchups, the matchup spread, and as well as like tips and tricks, I suppose, in those matchups. Other than that,
yeah. All right. Good. Hopefully, we'll see more of these from you in the future. Thank you.